My mom shared it this morning. I'm thankful for that. And matter of fact, if it wasn't for my mom, I'd probably never be in church.
Amen.
Amen. What are you saying? Well, God brought you to church, yeah, but she planted that seed inside me when I was still a child. Amen.
Yeah.
And even I remember as growing up, even when I wasn't in, even when she wasn't in church, she made sure that me and my sisters went to Bible school. Made sure that we went to church, even though she wasn't in church. You know, and I believe sometimes we forget how important that our mothers really are. Our mothers are very important to us, and we need to treasure our mothers while we still have them here, because God's going to take them home one day. Amen.
Yep.
And I just wanted to say that, and I thank God for my mother, and it's good to see all the mothers who's able to be out here this morning with us. And we're gonna. How many of you remember where we was at from last Sunday? We're going to be in. We're left off in John chapter 2, verse number 6 is where we left off at. And we're going to just continue to pick that up, and we're just going to follow the Lord. For those who wasn't here, we were breaking it down that, you know, not only did Jesus die on that cross for us, but He also showed us how to live our lives on this earth. And that's what we've been teaching last week, and we're going to continue to teach this week. You know, that Jesus, He died on that old rugged cross for us and paid that debt for us. But He also showed us how to live our lives. And we are to be Christ-like. We are to be like Jesus. And He showed us while He was here how to live our life. And I'm thankful today that, you know, I not always live the way that the Lord had me to live. Amen. I've not always been in the will of the Father. But I thank God today that I'm saved and I've been washed in that blood. And I do everything in my power to follow the will of the Father. And we all get out of the wheel sometimes. Amen. And there ain't no one of us here perfect, but I know the one who is. Amen. Amen. And I'm thankful that He taught me. He taught me in His Word. Amen. You know, Peter and John and all these guys, they got to witness Him. They got to see Him. They got to walk this earth with Him. We don't get to get that, but I thank God today He still is right here beside me. Even though I physically can't see Him, I can feel Him. Amen? We can feel Him. If you've been truly saved, you can feel Him in your heart. You can feel Him just as He's walking with you. And you know, the Bible tells us that it's a blessed is thee who have not seen but yet still believe, than those who have seen. You know, and a lot of them those days, they seen Him but still didn't believe Him. They still believed that He was a doctor of the devil and all this other stuff. But I thank God that I know my Savior knew me way before I knew Him. What are you saying? Well, Jesus knew me before I ever even come out of my mother's womb. He knew me. He created me. He made me. He made you. And I'm thankful. Anybody got over there to John chapter 2, verse 6? That's where we left off.